EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
On second down, Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The end result, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Chris Jones on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On set. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Slant. Wide. Get wide. 61. Matchbox. Light.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
I'm going to hit you all.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second down, it's Williams, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Williams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He can run for Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
23 yards on the play. On first down, Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 74 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Again, it's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check.
Mahomes to throw once more. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. On 1st down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers throwing here. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 30. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
43, 15.
He's back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to McCoy. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Eluding the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
He goes, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Still catching our breath. It was a great 4 quarters, but then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely, and I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Bring it. Yellow. You don't want nothing. Hey, 15.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it with Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And all the way down to the 29. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
To throw is Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And a gain of about 4 here moves us from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught here by Bell. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 40. You ain't doing nothing today. Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the 24, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 87 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and set.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gets this one to Hill. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Let's go.
Here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 3/4 players have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
6-man. 15. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, orbit. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Check. Get 300. It's just me and you. Hey,
into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards. This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's got it to Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.